The Iran war has been largely defined, certainly in the news, by airstrikes and military escalation. It's also exposing, though, a less visible danger, a growing wave of GPS disruption that's distorting how ships navigate at sea. The resulting turmoil amongst the talking points at a major shipping conference right here in Singapore.
A weapon of modern war, yet not a single bullet fired in anger. GNSS spoofing. Deployed, it's believed, by both sides, throwing navigation systems in the Strait of Hormuz into chaos. It works by imitating legitimate GPS signals, overpowering real satellite transmissions with stronger counterfeit ones that cause ships nearby to miscalculate their location, even if they are not the intended target. Trackers see vessels appearing on land or going in near-perfect circles or exhibiting other implausible behavior. Anomalies that, when multiplied in one of the world's busiest shipping lanes, increase vulnerability in times of conflict.
We are having from the very first day a huge escalation with 100 and more instances and more than 800 vessels that have been affected.
Shipping industry executives at the recent Singapore Maritime Week, highlighting the extent of the problem since the beginning of the war in Iran. Disruptions surged in the immediate aftermath. Within 24 hours of the first strikes, nearly 700 ships were affected. That figure climbed in days that followed, peaking at more than 2,200 in a single day on the 8th of March. Activity has since eased, though hundreds of ships are still being disrupted every day. GNSS spoofing by an external force is a significant problem, but so too are ships going dark by choice in a hope of avoiding conflict.
The tricky part right now with the Strait of Hormuz is that the vast majority of the vessels over there, they're passing with their eyes off. They're switching off their systems in order to protect themselves against the Iranian regime. So for all these vessels, you have to cross-check about the amount and specific vessels that they are still exist.
While intentionally going off the GPS radar has its own self-imposed dangers, being affected by spoofing externally is a double threat: weapons above water and dangerously inaccurate navigational instruments.
You cannot trust what your system says about you. You cannot trust the depth that you are having in beneath. You cannot be sure about the speed that you are having. So instantly, you have to slower your pace. It means that we do have an increased risk of having a collision, of having an oil spill, or to have a grounding as well.
Similar activity has been reported near other conflict zones, including the Black Sea, since the war in Ukraine. Collectively, these wars adding to the urgency and to the challenge faced by commercial shipping.
One of the challenges that we're experiencing right now is the different geopolitical conflicts. And for those, it's difficult for shipping then to turn into more than just a merchant vessel. We're not really a military asset. So it will have to take some time for us to actually verify what is the additional standards we will have to put in place.
As conflicts reshape the risks at sea, the maritime industry is being forced to adapt in real time, because in today's battle space, the next threat may not be visible, only detected.